Hi everyone, it's Caroline, and welcome to the Abundant Living Podcast. Today I am asking the higher selves and the guides of all of you what they recommend for staying and feeling positive about life, particularly our health, our finances, our relationships and our work as well to an extent, but an awful lot of people are stressed right now. I've been traveling, so if I put on the television at all, which I don't have a TV at home, but if I put it on, I see all these commercials for pharmaceuticals. And the quiet, implicit and explicit message is expect to get really sick. Expect that you're going to need a lot of help. And expect that you're not going to live very long. You're going to put out a lot of money for a lot of medicine until then. And this is a terrible way to live. So I'm asking, that's my first question to the higher selves. And this extends to everybody, whenever you see this, even if you watch this a year from when I'm videoing this. I'm asking, how do we handle that? When the messaging is so strong and so dark. And apparently also really not just negative, but insulting. Because in between the pharmaceutical ads, they've got all these ads for restaurants and fast foods and convenience foods that are full of toxins, showing people sitting around watching television or maybe working, but not being active in a positive way. So I'm just going to listen to everyone's higher selves here. The first thing they're saying is to say to those messages, you don't describe me. You might be describing someone, but not me. Not my situation. I'm incredibly well and I intend to stay well. And then they're saying there is an energetic charge flowing from any television. Be sure to unplug it. If you're not watching it, I have heard that before. And they're also saying don't watch it. If you've got something special you want to watch on a streaming service, that's fine, but really curtail those watch hours, because so much comes across vibrationally. They're trying to, those messages are trying to inform your cells and your subconscious, trying to program them for serious illness, for specific kinds of illness, they're saying, that will keep you entrained not only to the old system, which is not health-oriented, it's illness-oriented. And you're supposed to seek your relief, your substantial support from the sickness system. And they're saying you're not going to find it there, except rarely. So we've all got to make it our clear, strong decision to eat healthfully and to believe in our health and to thank our bodies every day. Just say, thank you for all the things you do so well, my body. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you that my spirit, my consciousness is still in my body, that we're still going and all is well. And even if everything isn't well in your life, say that a lot anyway, all is well. I've taken to saying that. All of it is good. All of it is well. And I did a channeling from Saint Germain recently where he said that, and I thought it was very beautiful. Now about finances, if they're done with the health, they're also saying drinking a lot of pure water is going to help a lot, because we're all releasing a ton of toxicity on every level, every conceivable level of your being. Mind, body, spirit, everything. The deeper consciousness. the stuff that affects us that we don't even know is affecting us because it's so deep in our systems. So, organic fruit, raw vegetables, raw fruit, a lot of water. You're saying because of all the light coming in, we don't need to eat as heavily or as much or as often as we used to. I've found that, which is a huge relief. I guess if you love to cook, that's not great news, but I don't love to cook, so for myself, it is a huge relief. I'm very, very thankful to be eating less. Even though a lot of us are exhausted from these energies, it's still important to get outside. They're saying just take a stroll. If you're not up to a run, if you're not up to a fitness class, that's all right. Just take a stroll. Walk or bike ride or swim. Something that you can do that's enjoyable. That you won't be calling it exercise, you'll just be calling it getting a breather, getting some time outdoors. Away from screens. They are full of entrainment energies, so we really want to be careful. All right, so now they're ready to go on to finances. They're saying nothing is as it seems. They're pointing out that money equals debt, which is interesting because I hope to still be on the earth after Nasara is announced and see eventually that we come out of using currency, even though I'm thankful for the currency that's in my life. Whenever it flows to me, I have conversations with the spirit of money. I talk to him, I call it a him, you might be a her or a them for you, that's fine. It's not an it. This is an actual presence. Everything is a consciousness. Everything. Every grain of sand on this beach has a consciousness. Absolutely it does. So I'll talk to my wonderful money friend and give thanks and say, how can I draw more of you into my life and what can I do for you since you've done so much for me? How do I learn to receive better? Have times where you hold your left hand kind of out from your body, palm up, ready to receive. That's kind of the receiving hand, the left hand. Now for some people it might be the other way around, that might be the giving hand, but that's related to that right brain aspect, which is better receiving, nurturing, holding an idea, birthing an idea. So I'm listening to what they're sharing right now. They're saying stop fussing. Have cash on hand, because that is what most people take as symbolizing money, not the digital numbers in the computer. If you have $80 or $100 or $200 or $300 cash on hand, put it obviously in a very safe place in your home where no one can find it, but where you remember that you've stored it. Because that helps. That helps you feel like you're wealthy no matter what happens. Particularly if you're in a living paycheck to paycheck situation, which so many are, probably 2/3 of the population in the US. They're saying move away from the credit cards. Cut them up. Make your payments every month, but cut them up and get away from them as much as you can. Maybe keep one. That's excellent advice. And the reason they're saying that doesn't have anything to do with the fact that any of us might owe money. It more has to do with the fact that we feel bad owing money. It's not the debt itself. It's the feeling that comes with it. It creates a deficit in our energies, they're saying. It doesn't have to, but that's how it works for most people. There are people who are so confident with their money that they don't mind owing at all, but most people do mind. I remember parents or grandparents saying that they would never take anything on credit, or they hated doing so, or when they were younger that sort of thing didn't exist, etc., etc. And Hasn't been good for humanity, all the borrowing. Apparently there's more debt in the world than there is money to pay it off. That's how crooked the system is, and that's how crazy it is. So you and I aren't really made for that. They're shaking their head saying, no, not at all. You're made purely to experience abundance and to be thrilled for that. This feeling of there's always enough. There's always more than enough. That's something I love to affirm. No matter what's going on with me financially or any other area of my life, I love saying there's always more than enough. Most of the world survives on a few dollars a month. So in the quote-unquote developed world, we usually do a little better than that. Or a lot better. And we've been very carefully taught that as soon as you start to earn a bit more, then you need to spend more. You need to get a bigger home or a better car, etc. And really, you don't have to do any of that. If you just want to save, that's fine. If you just want to get rid of debts, that's fine. But make what you have. They're saying make whatever you have into your good friend. Be thankful for it. Mentally, give it a hug. Put your hand on your wallet, checkbook, over the Excel spreadsheet that you keep your transactions on, whatever it is, put your hand there. Say, thank you, my friend. I send you so much love, so much thankfulness. There is so much fullness here. There's so much beauty here. And if you think of it, think of the universe as being this huge sea. We can't run out. You cannot run out of divine substance. It's always going to be there. There's an endless sea of sparkling light all around us. Draw in what you desire. Don't even use that word need. Draw in what you desire. Walk around holding it in your energy and giving thanks for it. The universe will have to reflect back to you exactly that which you say is real. So think of 3 things right now you're incredibly thankful for. 3 things about your health right now. Just name them. 1, 2, 3. 1. Okay, I just thought I'm still alive. 2. Okay. I can hear a lot of people say I'm well enough to walk around. I'm not in a hospital. 3. Might be a little bigger than health. Might be I have people who love me and I'm blessed to love them. Wonderful. Now think of 3 things about your finances that you're thankful for right now. 1. Wonderful. 2. Wonderful. 3. So I kind of surprised myself with that one. I think the first thing was I'm thankful I have finances. I think I'm very thankful I have any money. And the second one was that the universe is this vast sea of energy. And I'm constantly drawing in what I desire. Then the third thing was I've been so blessed to have experienced so many things that I've desired. So much has come to me. I'm always creating new things. And that's apparently what we're here for. Creating beautiful new things. Not just objects, but experiences and realizations, growth, healing, the bigger stuff. The ability to love, go even to a deeper level of love. And the ability to release all the old trauma and to heal from it. So I'm going to be doing more energy clearings, and I hope you'll stay tuned to this podcast for that. But right now, from Cambria, California, this is Caroline signing off. Much love, many blessings. Thank you so much for being here at this time. Namaste.